Everyone says that key to YouTube success is to create great content that people will want to watch and that provides value. But as a new YouTuber, you're like, what even is great content and how do I create it? So in today's video, I want to walk you through step by step on how to create great content by sharing with you a video formula for your YouTube videos that you can use time and time again in order to create amazing content for your viewers that keeps them watching and binging your content. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Okay, so let's jump right in. When someone watches your video or you get the click into your video, the first question I want you to ask is not why are they watching my video or how to keep watching the video, but rather what stops them from watching the rest of my video. Because when you understand what stops people from watching the rest of your video, you can then create content that keeps them watching till the end, which is the goal, because YouTube rewards content that has higher average view retention. And if you don't know what that term means, it just means the longer you people on your videos, the more they watch of your video, the more YouTube likes that. And the reason is because the more ads YouTube can show to people that watch your videos longer, the more money YouTube can make. Okay, so why do people stop watching YouTube videos? There are two main reasons. The first reason is unmet expectations. They clicked on your title and your thumbnail for a reason, and they had an expectation in their head that they were going to get when they opened up your video. If that expectation is not met within the first 10, 15, 20 seconds of your video, they are going to bounce out of your video. And that's going to lower your average view retention. And that's going to tell YouTube that people aren't so interested in this video. So you don't really need to push it out as hard as you could compared to other videos that are keeping people's attention longer. So let's say your video says something about how to train rescue dogs. And when someone opens the video, you actually have a puppy in the beginning of the video that's showing how to potty train your puppy. A rescue dog training and a puppy training are completely different things. So even if you talk about how that puppy then became a rescue dog and then that rescue dog needed to be retrained at the end of the video, and it might relate to the title, the beginning is not meeting the expectations of the person when they click into that video. So you really want, as soon as they click in, that title and that thumbnail, whatever you promised in those, is given within the first 10 to 15 seconds of them opening up that video, and they know that they're in the right place. That will most definitely guarantee that people will bounce out of your video if you don't meet that expectation. So here's the fix to that problem. Be sure to deliver on your promise as soon as humanly possible when they open up the video. Make your thumbnails and titles clickable, but not clickbait. Get people into your videos because of the content that you're proposing and actually deliver on that content promise in the video. And here's another tip. I don't want you to just meet their expectations when they open that video. I want you to exceed their expectations, because if you exceed their expectations, and the likelihood that they will stick around longer in your video is higher, and your average view retention will go up, which will help YouTube to push your video out to more people because they see that people like this video. So I would say give the most value that you possibly can, front loaded in your video, so people realize that you are not only meeting their expectation, but you are blowing their mind with how much value you are providing right from the get-go. And you can actually track this information in your retention graph in the analytics of that particular video. You can see the first 30 seconds, how well you are retaining people into that video. If you see a hockey stick type effect where it drops severely and then goes over, that's a bad sign. You want the curve to be as flat as possible, as smooth as possible, not straight down and then over. So that's something definitely to check out and watch in your analytics, is the retention graph within each video. And you can easily find that in YouTube Studio. And just to let you know that a little bit of a drop is normal, but if you are dropping, like losing 75% of the viewers within the first 30 seconds, that's a bad sign. So you really want to then go back to that video, watch the first 30 seconds, and figure out how you can deliver on the promise that you said with the title and the thumbnail as quickly as humanly possible, so that you meet their expectations, exceed their expectations, and keep them watching till the end. So that's the first major reason people leave videos. The second major reason is they just get bored. They either get what they wanted quickly and they leave the video, or they just get bored of watching your video. And here's a reason for why they might get bored. Maybe you're rambling, maybe the pace of your video is way too slow, maybe you are describing things at the first grade level and speaking to them as if they are a child when they're actually an adult and they can grasp your words quickly and understand concepts quickly. Or maybe the video just didn't evolve as they thought it would. It didn't cover as much as they thought it would, and they are more advanced in knowledge than your video is actually providing them. And at that point, there's no need for them to stick around. And I learned something very valuable from Anthony Gallo of Content Creators. And he said that no one is paying to watch your YouTube videos. It's not like they're going to the movie theater where they're actually investing their money into watching your video. Whereas at the movie theater, if the movie is bad or it has a boring part, they're probably going to stick around because they paid a lot of money to watch it. They took time to go out to meet up their friends or have a date and actually go to this movie. So they're a little bit more invested and thus they'll stick around. With YouTube videos, they're free. So they are free to come and go as they please, and there's no investment in your video from their point of view. So if they're bored or they don't like your video or you're not giving them what they want, they will leave very quickly. So in that sense, the stakes on YouTube are actually really high. No one is paying to be there, so they can do what they want. So your job is not only to hook them in the beginning, but to continue to hook them throughout the video so that they want to keep watching. So now I'm going to give you the perfect video formula for keeping people in your videos. However, I do want to say that this applies more to educational and scripted content rather than vlog style, unscripted or entertainment type content. So if you fall into that camp, this video might not be for you. However, you can watch it and see if you can gain some value from it. But I'm focusing more on like talking heads, educational, scripted content that you plan before you film with this video formula. Okay, so let's get to it. So when it comes to mapping out this type of content, scripted content, there are 4 main stages that you are going to be planning out. The first stage is what we've already alluded to, the hook. The first 15 seconds of the video is incredibly important. Like I said, they're not paying to watch your video, so you need to give them maximum reasons, blow their mind with over exceeding their expectations to get them to stick around for your whole video. And this is where I would recommend spending the most time on your video. If you have to record your hook 20 times, it's worth it because this determines the whole retention of your video thereafter. And the number 1 worst way you can start your video hook is to start to say, "Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis Saarenoja and I help new YouTubers to grow on YouTube. I was born in New York in 1970s, blah, blah, blah," right? So that loses them right away because it's all about you, it's not about them. The title might have said how to train your dogs and I'm talking about where I was born. Not going to work. They're going to check out very fast. The second best way to kill your retention in the hook, start with a long animated intro of showing how you're traveling, showing how you're helping people, showing you on stage, showing all of these things. I know you're very proud of that animated intro. This is not the place to show that animated intro. We want to engage the viewers first with content that's all about them and solving their problems before we go and talk about all the amazing things we have done. So there is a place for that animated sequence in your video later on if you want to put it in there. However, I would say make it very short, if at all. But at the very beginning of the video, that is not where you want to put it because it will kill your retention again. And that is not what we want if we want to grow our YouTube channel. Now, I want to give you a few different types of hooks that you can use to create your hook with. Number 1 is the qualifying hook or the question hook. This type of hook asks a direct question to your viewer. For example, is it possible to get your baby to sleep through the night within only 7 days of training them? Or do you suffer with restless babies that won't sleep through the night? This video will help you. It's asking a question, qualifying whether they're in the right place or not, and then helping them to get that solution with the video's content. So the qualifying question or question in general helps the viewer to understand that they are in the right place with your video. And if your question is tapping into a pain point, that makes it even more intriguing to stick around. Those parents are tired. They want to sleep. And if you have the answer to get their newborn baby to sleep through the night within 7 days, by golly, they will watch your video till the end. The next hook type is the context hook. Now, you've probably seen this context hook used with things like podcasts, where they show you a clip from the climax of the podcast at the beginning of the video. It's kind of like a movie trailer or a movie that starts in the middle of the movie and then it rewinds back to the beginning. So it starts with the action and it starts with all the exciting stuff and then you jump to the beginning. So that hook draws people in because it gives you the the most juicy nuggets of the entire video right at the beginning, but it doesn't give it all to you. So you have to wonder and think, I wonder why they said that, or I wonder why that viewpoint was even made, because that doesn't seem like a normal viewpoint. And then they must watch the video to figure out why that person said that about that particular thing, or why that action was taking place, or whatever it is that drew them in. Now they will find out the answer in the rest of the video. So that is considered a context hook, and where it's where you take a piece of the action from the middle of your video and place it at the beginning. You're basically showing a highlight that draws them into your video. The last one I want to tell you about is the statement hook. There's a lot of other hooks, but I just wanted to give you 3 examples. AI is going to kill your YouTube channel. And so you're like, whoa, I thought everywhere I've been reading is that like AI could help me grow my channel. AI is useful for growing a YouTube channel. And now this person's saying AI is going to kill my YouTube growth, or AI is going to kill my YouTube future. I definitely want to click on that video, right? So it's very polarizing. It catches your attention because it's a bold statement. That hook is called a statement hook. And that will draw people into your video because of its intensity and its strong claim that it's stating. Now, here's the thing. Whether you agree or disagree with that statement, you want to stick around. Because if you agree, you want to be like, heck yeah, I agree with this person. I want to watch what they have to say. Or if you don't agree, you want to be like, what? This is crazy. That is not true. I'm going to watch this video and see what they're talking about. So either way, it will probably draw you in because it's such a bold statement. Now, because the hook is such an important part of the video, you also want to think about how you're presenting it visually. And this part of your video, if you're going to edit any of your video or spend time editing your video, that is the hook. The first 30 seconds of your video, you want to edit to a T. You want to have B-roll, you want to have text, you want to have sound effects, you want to have music, whatever it is that keeps people engaged for those first 30 seconds, emphasizing the hook that you're speaking about will help you to keep the retention of the viewer longer so that they watch the rest of the video. And some ways to do this would be to film in a different location your hook. Film your hook outside, film your hook from your car, film your hook walking up the steps, filming yourself. Film your hook in a different way than you normally film your videos. That will grab someone's attention. Number 2, hold something in your hand. That instantly catches people's attention. So guys, today I was thinking they see this cup and it's moving around. Cup is not the best idea, but you could have a phone, you could have a whiteboard, you could be looking at something, but some sort of action is taking place in the scene besides just a talking head. That would help to keep them engaged for the hook. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it needs to be intentional. Remember, the hook is the place where you earn the right for people to watch the rest of your video. So it is really important. Once you gain that viewer watching your video, it's going to help your video to get pushed out to more and more people. So if you're gonna pour your energy into any part of the video the most, again, pour it into the hook. Okay, so that wraps up the hook, the first stage of this process. The second stage of this process is the secondary hook, or laying the foundation for the rest of the video. And this part is crucial because you might have gotten the click and you got them through the hook, but you want to keep them staying throughout the full video. So in this part, you want to prove to them why they need to be here. You want to either exaggerate their pain points that they have and that they're in the right place, and that if they miss this video, it's going to hurt them even more than if they stick around and watch it. Or you want to provide them with details of what they're going to find in this video so that they know they're in the right place. So it again confirms that they should watch your video longer. And the main questions people have once they make it through your hook is this video right for me? Is this going to answer my questions? Is this going to help someone like me at my level where I am in life? And overall, does it apply to me as the viewer? And so your job at this point is to remove any doubt that they are in the wrong place. So let's say you have a fitness channel and this video is about how to gain muscle by eating more protein. In this part of the video, you don't jump straight into talking about the protein. You talk about what they won't get if they don't eat protein. You talk about how hard it will be to gain muscle, how difficult their progress will be. If you're trying to build muscle and you're not paying attention to protein, you could be wasting months in the gym and not seeing results for years. And not only that, you might feel tired, burnt out, and exhausted from going to the gym because your progress is not matching your efforts. Therefore, they'll want to watch because they'll be like, yeah, I'm facing that exact thing. I'm going to the gym all the time. I'm not seeing the results. I must be doing something wrong with my protein. And that's how you build the buy-in to watch the rest of your video. You're showing them that this video matters for their success. They will be missing valuable information for their growth. And this part doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be clear and impactful. You're answering their internal questions before they even ask them themselves. Okay, now that that's done, you've done the hook, the secondary hook, or laying the foundations of your video. The third part is the content. This is where you share the story, you express the ideas, you tell them the tips, and all the information that they need to get from point A to point B with your video. Now, let's talk strategy for delivering the content part of your video. You want to use loops. So each tip you give is a loop in itself. Tip 1 is a loop, tip 2 is a loop, tip 3 is a loop. And within those tips, within those loops, you have the hook, the hold, and the payoff. So you're giving them a hook, why they should watch this tip of the video, you're giving them the hold, the information, and then you eventually give them the payoff of that tip. Here's how it looks. Tip 1, if you don't pay attention to the protein intake that you have when you're trying to gain muscle, you will never reach your goals. So this first tip is about how to maximize the protein amount for your body shape. And then it goes into explaining that, and then it gives the payoff. So step 2, holding their attention, is going to be talking about a quick story related to this, a personal example, a stat, some data, a relatable scenario that sets up the rest of this tip. Then the third part of this loop is the payoff, where you actually give them the tip and how to do it. Then once you finish that loop, you immediately start the next loop with tip number 2. This way, you're constantly hooking people through your video with these micro hooks and these micro loops so that they continue to watch your video till the end. Another tip for this is using micro hooks throughout your video. So let's say you're in tip 1 and you're talking about the amount of protein matters, but also the time of day that you eat the protein with regards to your training. But we'll get to that in tip 3. For now, let's stick with how much protein you should eat, right? So it's alluding to that there's more to this tip, but we get to that later in the video. So you need to stick around so that all of these tips feed into each other and give you the whole process of how to eat protein in order to grow your muscles in the gym properly. And the last tip I'll give you with regards to the content section of your video is to give first, then ask second. So you will want to put a call to action in your video so that you can grow your channel or grow your audience or grow your business or whatever your goals are with your videos, but you want to put a call to action. So you want to give first, give lots of tips first, and then ask for something after you have provided value. Don't start your video with asking someone to subscribe when you haven't given them any value first. So after you make the second tip, then you might say, and by the way, I offer these amazing protein packs that help you get your protein up to this certain level if you're struggling to do so. Check the link in the description below. It will blow your mind at how much protein you can get quickly with these packs. Okay, now let's go to step number 3. And so that's why you want to give as much as you can first before you ask for something in return. When you have given someone value, they feel more apt to give back to you because you've given something to them. And especially you've given something to them that's free, that can help them change the position that they're in life. And so they want to do something for you in return. So that's a great place after your second or third point to ask for something from them with a call to action. A call to action is simply asking for them to subscribe, to like the video, to check out your lead magnet, to check out your consulting services, links in the description, affiliate links, whatever you want to draw their attention to in this video. That is the moment where you would want to do that. I wouldn't wait till the end of the video because you lose people at the end of the video, and in the middle of the video, you're more likely to have them actually take action because, like I said, you have provided some value for them. So that wraps up this section of content, the third phase of the video formula. Now let's move on to the final phase of the video formula, which is the outro. Now, this we need to think about in a different way. We do not want to ramble and conclude our video with a summary of everything we talked about, because if we conclude with a summary and talk about, okay, step 1 was this, step 2 was this, step 3 was this, step 4 was this, you're going to lose people because the climatic point was that last tip you gave. They were waiting the whole video for that last tip. You gave them that tip, they got what they needed, they're gonna bounce out of the video. The next thing you wanna do is get them to stay on the platform. Remember, YouTube rewards content that creates retention on the platform. And if you want to keep people on the platform, they might as well keep watching your content. So that makes you look even better. Your channel can grow even faster because people are clicking on your content to keep watching your content, which looks amazing in the YouTube God's eyes, right? Okay, so at the end of the video, when it's climaxed, it's hit that last tip that you were giving, you gave this amazing value. Right after that, then you're gonna say something that links them to the next video they should watch on your channel. For example, this video is all about how to do a video formula, how to create your video, right? However, to get people to click into your video, titles and thumbnails are very important. So at the end of this video, I could link a video that is talking about thumbnails or titles. And I could say something like this. So now that you know this amazing video formula to create incredible videos for YouTube, you still have one problem. You need to get people to click into your videos to see all of your amazing content, right? And so I think that you might want to check out this video next, which walks you through step-by-step how to create stellar titles that get the click into your video. Watch now to learn more, right? And so once I talk about that, then it's leading to them a new video. I didn't paraphrase or summarize what we learned in the video. I just told them to watch this next. That does what YouTube wants. It keeps them on the platform, and even better, it keeps them on the platform watching your content. Win-win for your YouTube channel and your YouTube growth. So hopefully this was helpful, and exactly what I just said. Check out this video next. It's all about how to make incredible titles for your videos so that you can get people to click in and see all this hard work that you have learned how to do in this video. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.